In today's world, where superficial relationships are all too common and promises often fall flat, how can you be sure that she truly loves you? It's easy to get caught up in the words, but the truth is, love is all about actions, not just what's said, but what's done. Genuine love is rare and precious, and once you learn how to recognize it, you'll never accept anything less again. In this video, we're going to unravel the real meaning of love and what it truly looks like when it's authentic. Stick with me, because the insights you'll uncover today have the power to completely transform the way you think about love and relationships. Far too often, we're sold false ideas about what love should be. Society tells us to chase, compete, and constantly prove our worth. But the truth is, real love isn't something you have to fight for or earn. It's something that flows naturally when it's real. If you're tired of playing games, tired of the back and forth, and fed up with relationships that leave you feeling drained and unsure, then this video is for you. I'm about to break down the psychology of love and show you exactly how a woman who truly values and cares for you will act. This isn't about fairy tales or unrealistic expectations. It's about understanding what a deep, genuine connection looks like and how to spot the signs of a love that's built to last. If you're ready to stop wasting time and finally start experiencing the kind of relationship you deserve, drop a comment saying, "I refuse to settle." Trust me, after watching this, you'll see relationships in a whole new light. This is the real deal, so let's get started. Number one, she shows you unwavering respect. Respect is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship. Yet in today's world, it's often mistaken for admiration or praise. Sure, a woman might admire you for your career, your looks, or your achievements, but that's not what true respect is about. Real respect goes far beyond the surface. It's about who you are as a person. A woman who truly respects you values your opinions, honors your values, and upholds your boundaries. She won't try to change or manipulate you into something you're not. Now, here's a hard truth you need to hear. If she constantly belittles your decisions, undermines your choices, or makes you feel like you're not good enough, that's not respect, that's control. And here's where many men get it wrong. They mistake control for love. You might think that because she's always trying to help or criticize you, it's because she cares. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Real love doesn't control. When a woman respects you, she lets you lead your own life without trying to dictate every move you make. She recognizes that you are the captain of your own ship, and she trusts you to steer it. Even if she disagrees with your choices, she won't undermine you in public. She'll share her thoughts privately like a true partner, because she understands that respect is what holds the relationship together. Respect isn't just about how she treats you directly. It's also about how she speaks about you when you're not around. Pay attention to what she says to her friends, family, and coworkers about you. Is she lifting you up, or is she putting you down? Does she praise you or tear you apart behind your back? If she's not talking about you with respect when you're not there, that's a major red flag. Think about it. If she can't respect you in the small things like your opinions, your hobbies, or your boundaries, why would she respect you in the big things? Once respect starts to fade, love isn't far behind. Respect is non-negotiable, and any man who settles for less is setting himself up for heartache. Number two, she encourages your growth. Here's something to think about. Is she genuinely rooting for your success, or is she holding you back? A woman who truly loves you will be your biggest cheerleader, pushing you to pursue your goals and chase your dreams with everything you've got. She's not intimidated by your ambition. In fact, she thrives on it. Whether you're starting from scratch or hitting a rough patch, she's there to encourage you, support you, and remind you that you're capable of achieving greatness. But let's be real for a moment. Too many women out there only stick around if you're already at the top. They want the man who's already got the fancy house, the sleek car, and a bank account filled with six figures. But that's not love. That's opportunism. True love stands by you during the grind. A woman who genuinely loves you will be there for you when you're hustling, working hard to build your future, even if you're not there yet. She won't care about your current circumstances. She'll be in love with your vision for the future. She sees the potential in you, even when you can't see it yourself. And when you stumble or face setbacks, she doesn't pack up and leave. She stays. She's invested in your growth, in your journey, not just the end goal. Now think about the times you've been with someone who seemed supportive at first, but the minute things got tough, they bailed. That's because they were never in it for the long run. They were more interested in the rewards, not the process. True love, on the other hand, means sticking together when the road gets rocky, helping each other climb when the obstacles feel too big. But here's the flip side. While it's amazing to have a woman who supports your dreams, you need to be cautious. Some women may pretend to support you, but in reality, they're trying to control your ambitions. They'll nudge you toward goals that benefit them, not because they believe in your potential, but because it serves their needs. This is where you have to be careful. True support means helping you grow into the best version of yourself, not the version that works best for her. If she's not actively encouraging your personal and professional growth, it's time to take a step back and ask yourself, is she really invested in you or just in the version of you she wants to see? Number 3, she listens to you with real intention. In a world full of distractions, where everyone's constantly glued to their phones or thinking about the next thing on their to-do list, finding someone who truly listens to you can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. How many times have you been in a conversation where the other person isn't really listening at all? You're pouring your heart out, sharing your thoughts, but you can see they're more focused on scrolling through social media or mentally planning what they're going to say next. That's not love. That's just noise. A woman who truly loves you will listen to you with undivided attention. She won't just hear the words you're saying. She'll understand the deeper meaning behind them. Whether you're talking about your day, your passions, or your struggles, she won't brush you off or dismiss your feelings. She'll engage with you, ask thoughtful questions, and show empathy. It's about creating a safe space for you to open up without feeling judged or unheard. When she listens, she's showing that she values you, not just your words, but you as a whole. Now think about this. In a world where everyone's caught up in their own lives, finding someone who genuinely cares about what you have to say is rare and precious. If she's constantly distracted, never putting down her phone when you're talking, or seeming uninterested, it's a clear sign that her heart just isn't fully in the relationship. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's an act of love. When she truly loves you, she wants to understand your world. She remembers the little things, like that stressful project at work you mentioned last week. A woman who loves you will follow up and ask, "How's that project going?" Because she genuinely cares about how you're feeling. If she forgets what you've shared or brushes off your concerns without a second thought, that's not love, it's indifference. And indifference is toxic in any relationship. You want someone who listens to you because they care about your thoughts and emotions, not because they feel it's something they should do. Listening is love in action, and if she's not giving you that level of attention, it's time to question the depth of the relationship. Number 4, she trusts you with her vulnerability. This is where many men get it wrong. You might think that just because she's always smiling, keeping a brave face, and seemingly handling everything with ease, she has it all together. But here's the truth. If she's never vulnerable with you, she doesn't truly love you. Real love isn't about being perfect or having everything figured out. It's about the ability to show your flaws, your fears, and your insecurities without fear of judgment. Think about it. When's the last time you saw her let her guard down? Has she ever cried in front of you? Has she opened up about something deeply personal, something she keeps hidden from the rest of the world? If your answer is no, then you're only getting a glimpse of who she really is. In today's world, where social media pushes us to put up perfect facades, most people are showing off their highlight reel, hiding the mess behind closed doors. But real love isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's raw, it's messy, and it's real. When a woman truly loves you, she trusts you enough to show you the parts of herself she normally keeps hidden. She's willing to share her deepest fears and insecurities because she believes in your relationship and knows you'll accept her as she is. If she's always guarded, always wearing a mask of perfection, she's not fully allowing you into her heart. Now here's a tough question. Does she confide in you when she's struggling, or does she turn to others? If she's sharing her fears, anxieties and worries with her friends, family, or even strangers on social media, that's a huge red flag. Vulnerability is the key to true intimacy. Without it, you're just two people going through the motions of a relationship without ever truly connecting. If she's not willing to be vulnerable with you, she's not letting you into her inner world. And a relationship built on guarded walls isn't built to last. Vulnerability is the foundation of trust and deep connection. And without it, your relationship is like a house built on sand. It won't stand strong when life's storms come. True love is about risking being hurt, trusting each other enough to let your walls come down. If she can't do that with you, it might be time to ask yourself why. Real intimacy is impossible without vulnerability, and if she's not ready to share her true self with you, then the love you're building might not be as deep as you think. Number 5, she prioritizes your well-being. In a world where everyone seems fixated on me, me, finding a woman who genuinely cares about your well-being is incredibly rare. Most people are too wrapped up in their own lives to consider anyone else's struggles. But a woman who truly loves you will go out of her way to ensure you're not just surviving, but thriving, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. It's not just about asking, "How was your day?" and then zoning out while you respond. No, her care runs much deeper than that. She'll be in tune with you on a level where she notices when something's off. She'll pick up on subtle cues, like when you're tired, stressed, or just feeling off, and she'll act on it. Maybe she'll make you your favorite meal when she senses you're drained. Maybe she'll encourage you to take a break when you've been working nonstop. Or perhaps she'll sit quietly beside you because she knows sometimes words aren't necessary. These small yet meaningful acts show that your well-being is important to her. Here's the truth. In a society where so many people are consumed with their own needs, a woman who goes out of her way to make sure you're okay is a rare gem. She's not doing it out of obligation. She's doing it because she genuinely cares about you. But let's not confuse this with someone who's controlling or trying to mother you. This isn't about her attempting to fix your problems or manage your life. It's about her showing authentic concern for your health, happiness, and overall balance. She doesn't just focus on herself, she's also looking out for you. If you're in a relationship where she's always taking care of her own needs but never seems to check in on yours, it's time to step back and evaluate. Does she truly care about you, or is she just using you to fulfill her own wants and desires? A woman who loves you will always put your well-being at the forefront, even if it means sacrificing a little of her own comfort. Number 6, she defends you in your absence. This is where things get serious. We live in a world where gossip runs rampant, where people are quick to tear down others just for the sake of drama. And here's the brutal truth. If she doesn't defend you when you're not around, she doesn't really respect you. When you're in love with someone, their reputation becomes your reputation. A woman who truly loves you will never let anyone badmouth you when you're not there to defend yourself. In fact, she'll actively shut it down. Whether it's her friends, family, or random acquaintances, she'll make it crystal clear that no one gets to disrespect you. Have you ever been in a situation where someone was bad-mouthing their partner to friends? That's a massive red flag. A woman who does that isn't loyal to you. She's loyal to her own ego. But a woman who loves you will stand up for you when you're not around. She'll tell her friends, "That's my man, and I won't tolerate this." That's real love, and let me tell you, it's rare these days. If she's letting people talk down about you or stays silent when someone disrespects you, it's time to rethink your relationship. Loyalty isn't just about being faithful. It's about protecting your name when you're not there to do it yourself. This is something most men don't even realize they deserve. But trust me, you do. Number 7, she takes genuine interest in your passions. Here's something you might not expect. If she truly loves you, she'll take an active interest in the things you care about. Now let's be clear, this doesn't mean she has to suddenly start loving your favorite sport, video games, or your obsession with collecting rare watches. But what it does mean is that she'll show a genuine curiosity about your passions because she understands that they matter to you. We live in a world where many relationships feel transactional, where people are more focused on what they can get out of it rather than investing in each other's happiness. But a woman who is truly in love with you will want to understand and appreciate what lights you up, even if it's not something that excites her personally. Think about it. We've all seen relationships where one partner couldn't care less about the other's interests. Maybe she never supports your hobbies, doesn't bother to ask questions, or simply isn't engaged. That's not love, that's indifference. But a woman who loves you will go the extra mile to ask about your passions. She'll show up to your events, take time to learn about your hobbies, and even participate when she can, even if it's not something she would normally gravitate toward. This isn't just about being polite, it's a real sign of emotional investment. It shows she's willing to step into your world, share in your excitement, and support your happiness. She's not just there for the relationship, she's there for you as an individual. So take a moment and ask yourself, does she encourage you to chase your passions, or is she indifferent? Does she actively engage in conversations about what excites you, or does it always turn into a one-sided conversation about her? If it's the latter, it might be time to reevaluate whether she's truly invested in you or just the idea of the relationship. True love is about supporting each other's growth, even if it means stepping out of your comfort zones. Number 8, she shows emotional consistency. This is a big one. In a world where emotional games are played constantly, where one minute someone is hot and the next they're cold, it's easy to get caught up in the emotional roller coaster. But real love doesn't play games. A woman who truly loves you will offer emotional consistency. She won't switch between being affectionate one day and distant the next. Instead, she'll give you a steady, dependable emotional presence that you can rely on. You'll always know where you stand with her because she won't keep you in the dark. There won't be any mind games, no silent treatment, no intentionally blowing hot and cold to keep you guessing. Emotional consistency is a sign of maturity and security. It shows that she's emotionally stable and knows what she wants. This consistency helps create a safe, secure space where both of you can thrive. When a woman is emotionally stable, she provides the solid ground for you to build a relationship on. You don't have to walk on eggshells wondering if today will be the day she shuts you out or pulls away. Instead, you can trust that she'll show up, day in and day out, with the same level of care and attention that you give her. Number 10, she forgives your flaws and mistakes. Here's something important to remember. No one is perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to say things you regret or mess up in ways you wish you could take back. But a woman who truly loves you will be willing to forgive your flaws and mistakes. Now let's be clear, this doesn't mean she'll tolerate bad behavior or let you get away with treating her poorly. It means that she understands you're human and she's committed to working through the bumps in the road together. In a world where people are quick to throw away a relationship after the first mistake, real love is built on understanding and forgiveness. A woman who loves you will recognize that everyone has their shortcomings and won't use your past mistakes to hold it over your head or punish you. She won't bring up past arguments just to win a fight in the present. Instead, she'll talk things through, genuinely forgive, and move forward with you, learning and growing together. It's easy to love someone when everything is going perfectly, but the true test of love is how you handle the rough patches. So ask yourself, when you make a mistake, does she hold a grudge, or does she acknowledge that no one is perfect and work with you to move forward? If she forgives, lets go of the small stuff, and focuses on the bigger picture, you've found something truly rare, someone who values the relationship enough to let go of the past and continue to build a future together. Bonus. Number 11. She supports your vision for the future. All right, here's the bonus. And trust me, this one separates real love from just a passing fling. A woman who truly loves you will support your vision for the future. It's not just about what you're doing today. She's invested in where you're going tomorrow. She sees the man you're striving to become, and she wants to walk that journey with you. Her support isn't just about showing up for you in the here and now. It's about believing in your dreams, your long-term goals, and your ambitions, and helping you build toward them. In today's world, too many people get stuck focusing on short-term comfort, the easy wins, and what feels good right now. But real love goes beyond the present moment. A woman who truly loves you will be right there, not just cheering you on, but helping you work toward the future you envision. Whether it's building a business, pursuing a dream job, raising a family, or traveling the world together, she'll be there every step of the way, encouraging you, supporting you, and pushing you to reach your full potential. She won't try to change your vision to fit her own needs. She'll amplify it, stand by it, and help you create something bigger than both of you. And let me tell you, that kind of support is rare. Most women are looking for a man who's already made it, someone who's at the top of his game, financially secure, and with his life all figured out. They don't want to struggle or grow with you. They just want the finished product. But if you found a woman who's willing to build with you, who's ready to go through the hard times and the growth phases because she believes in your potential and your vision for the future, you found someone truly special. So think about it. Does she see the future through the same lens you do? Is she willing to invest in the long-term goals, even when the journey isn't easy? If the answer is yes, you've got something most men only dream of, true love that's built on shared goals and a future together. Closing thoughts. And there you have it, 11 qualities that prove she's truly in love with you. These aren't just the superficial traits or fleeting moments. These are the deep, enduring qualities that define real, lasting love. If you found a woman who embodies these qualities, consider yourself lucky. You found a rare gem. But if you're not seeing these traits in your relationship, it might be time to reassess. You deserve nothing less than a love that uplifts you and stands the test of time. Before you leave, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these qualities stood out to you the most. And if you found value in this video, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button or join the channel membership. Both help us keep bringing content that supports men who refuse to settle for anything less than real, true love. Let's create a community of men who know their worth and won't settle for anything but the best.